And there are lots of bad people out there in positions of power that probably want to take this away from us. Well, let me tell you something. Whoever you are, whatever your agenda is, however powerful you are, whatever your motives, here's my message to you. Over my dead body. Right, so here we are on Lower Wath Road, out the Pateley Bridge, along the Nid Valley, and I'm going to take you to the Stean Gorge Cafe, as promised. And the last time I did this route, the colours were gold and brown and red because it was autumn. And go back and have a look at that video if you like. It's called Spooky Halloween Ride or something of that nature. The colours are spectacular. And I did that on the Scram 411. So I'm doing this on my beautiful little classic 350, which is perfect for roads like this because you can't really get a lick on these roads. This bike's absolutely perfect. Lovely, agile and manoeuvrable, and all the power you need. Yeah. So look at these colours, eh? How different are these? Beautiful. Spring is well and truly sprung in the Yorkshire Dales. And I've come out for my post-COVID therapy, and I can think of no better route to ease my troubled soul. So lovely little pub here, the Bridge Inn. Look at the water wheel there, fantastic. Not been in there yet, but it's on my to-do list. Because I've done this route many times. This is my go-to ride. And of course I've done it on many bikes. I've done it on big adventure bikes. I've done this route on KTM 1290 Super Adventure, on a Honda VFR 1200 Cross Tourer, on a BMW R1200 GS Adventure. I've done it on my Triumph Rocket 3 Touring. I've done it on my BMW R1250 RT. These are all bikes I've had in the past, by the way. Not ones I've currently got. I've done it on my Honda Goldwing GL 1800. Trying to think what other ridiculously big bikes I've had that I've done this route on. And I've done it on my not so humongously big but certainly very powerful motorcycles. There's the RAF. Look at that Typhoon. RAF do a lot of test flying down the Nid Valley here. Very impressive. Those guys have got some skill. Incredible. Yeah, where were I? Yeah, so I've done it on my Kawasaki Z1000 SX, Yamaha XJR 1300, BMW K1600 GTL, I've not yet done it on my and you're a P&ST for 1300. But of all those big, humongous bikes that I've ridden this road on, none have given me as much pleasure as this little classic 350 or my Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 or the Scram 411. It's just, these mid-range bikes are just absolutely made for this sort of riding in this sort of terrain. And there we are, Gouthwaite Reservoir. Beautiful and brimful. And I'll tell you what, as an experience, if you don't get this, you really are missing something, because this right here, right now, could be the Yorkshire Dales in the 1960s on this bike. This could be my old man whipping round here on his old Jameses and BSAs and aerials. Usually try to find a pub somewhere in my old man's case. Way before the breathalyzer came in, that. But this could be then, you know, until you see another bike or a car or something which obviously derives from the 20th, 21st century. There's nothing here now to tell you that this isn't the 1960s. Wouldn't it be great? It'd be absolutely fantastic now to see something like an old British Leyland car coming round the corner. Maybe it's an old Triumph or a Austin or a Morris, a Riley, a Wolseley. Do you remember them? Do you remember them beautiful cars designed by Pininfarina? The Austin Cambridge, Morris Oxford, they all had the same body. They did a Wolseley variant, which were the Wolseley and a couple of numbers, and a Riley and a couple of numbers. They're all basically the same car. Then they did big posh versions, like the Austin Westminster, and the top of the range would be the Princess Van den Pla. And some of them had a Rolls Royce engine in. I think it was a 4 or 5 litre Rolls Royce engine in the top of the range Van den Pla. But they were all designed by Pininfarina. And that class of cars referred to as Farinas. A beautiful thing. Be lovely to see one of them come round corner. But here we are, yeah, just sort of 20 minutes out of Pateley Bridge, out Stean Gorge. Hang a left here. Thank you. Around to the right. Over this little bridge and round to the right again. Go. And here we are, out Stean Gorge. There we go, there's the cafe. I'm just having a new entrance built there, but I'll just go here. So this is the gorge, and I don't know if you can see that. That's a long way down. I'd say what, 50, 60, 70 feet. And there's the cafe, which is cantilevered over the gorge. And at the far left hand side there, the floor has glass panels on it that you can stand on and look down if you're brave enough. And this is the other side. And as you can see there, I mean, you do have to pay to go in. And there's caves and whatnot down there. You can probably see those caving hats there piled up. What an incredible place. Get yourself down here, Stean Gorge Cafe. Get your bikes down here, guys. And they do a mean sausage butty as well. There we go. Nidderdale. So that's where we are. So we've come from Pateley Bridge and we've come over the River Nid and then on this road here, which is Lowath Road. And then we've come along Gouthwaite Reservoir here, as you can see. Coming to Loft House by the Crown Pub there. If you turn right, this is the road that you take right over the tops and it drops down. This will be right at the top here, and then you've the view of all this from here and it's phenomenal. And then you drop down to Leighton Reservoir, and that's a nice place to stop and have a rest, have a break. And then you carry straight on two lovely villages, Healy and Fearby with an F. They're proper time warp villages, those, without a doubt. Then carry on, you come to Massam. When you get to Massam, you can either hang a right and come back basically through Ripon if you've come from the Pateley Bridge end, or you can hang a left, and this is a good road. This takes you eventually up to Middleham, up past Shervo Abbey, up to Middleham, and from there basically you've a choice of Kettlewell, two different roads to Kettlewell, one slightly more challenging than the other, and the other road, the road to Hawes in Wensleydale, which is up here somewhere. But yeah, so this is Stean Gorge. Incredible place. Campsite here as well. See if we can grab a sandwich. Hello, love, you alright? Thank you, yeah. Good. Can I get a tea and a bacon sandwich?
Yeah, is the bacon sandwich on white or brown?
I'll go for white today, please.
Do you want me to just add it to a table and you can pay later when you walk?
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I'll take a seat.
Great. Thank you, love. Thank you.
Tony, did you just get cut off?
Oh, thank you, love.
Do you like any sauce?
No, that's perfect, thank you. See you, bud. An interesting chat with that gentleman there working on the new entrance. He used to have bikes in his younger days, so proof if proof were needed that if nothing else, one thing a bike like this is gonna do is get people talking to you in a way that no BMW GS or KTM Super Adventure will do. So we're just going to nip out of here now, House Stean Gorge. After that convivial pot of tea and very ample bacon sandwich. And we'll have a little ride up to Scarhouse Reservoir. I mean, come on, where would you rather be? In spring? Got all the spring lambs, the daffodils, the beautiful, iconic Yorkshire Dales countryside. A classic motorcycle. The timeless thrum of a single cylinder engine. Come on, it's better than drugs. So here we go, just hang a left here, Scarhouse Reservoir, Yorkshire water. I have to say, if you, and we all have troubled minds from time to time, don't we? If ever you want to ease your troubles and you're in this neck of the woods, get out to Nidderdale, get out to the Nid Valley, ride these roads, and you won't get anything over the counter from the chemist that will do for you what a ride out here on your bike will do for you. It's just magical. This bike in this landscape at this time of year, in these circumstances, it's just perfect. I mean, it's only 3 days ago that I was waking up, I'm saying waking up, never got to sleep, but I was laid in my bed fighting for breath at the peak of having COVID, thinking it's next stop hospital, things don't improve, and of course we've just hello Mr. Pheasant. Of course, here in the UK last week we've had a national junior doctors strike for 4 days solid, and sod's law, I was at my absolute worst right in the middle of that. And I remember being laid in bed thinking, early hours of the morning, thinking, Christ, this doesn't have to get much worse before I'm in that ambulance and on my way. And truly frightening experience. And it was only that bad for a couple of days, to be fair, but 2 days of that is not a happy place to be. But I think one of the things that sustained me through that was, once I get shut of this, I can come and do this on this bike or my Interceptor. Won't be the same on the pan-European out here. It's got to be a bike like this. I mean, I'm not, as you probably noticed, I'm not normally stuck for words. Far from it. Far too many words for my own good. But just to be here now, alive, and taking in the reality of this landscape, this beautiful topography. Here in the finest county, Yorkshire, in the finest country, England, on the face of the planet. And there are lots of bad people out there in positions of power that probably want to take this away from us. Well, let me tell you something. Whoever you are, whatever your agenda is, however powerful you are, whatever your motives, here's my message to you. Over my dead body. Well, here we are up at Scarhouse Reservoir in the Nid Valley, in the heart of the Yorkshire Dales. And it's hard to put into words what somewhere like this means to me. It truly is home. I mean, this landscape cradles you like a newborn child, really. And for a Yorkshireman like me, this is nothing more and nothing less, really, than a birthright. A God-given birthright, if you believe in that sort of thing. It's just something that touches the innermost reaches of your very being, your very essence. And it transcends words, really. I mean, I'm never normally short of a few colourful and descriptive words to describe places, but never ceases to take my breath away, this part of the country. My home. Something very, very special indeed. In many ways it's very spiritual. It speaks to you. And it really doesn't matter what time of year you get up here. There's a singular beauty to everything. It's an evanescent landscape. It's always changing subtly, and yet it's always strikingly familiar. We're not blessed with many things in this country as motorcyclists. Weather gets in our way, life gets in the way, work gets in the way. Authority and restrictions, they get in your way. But nobody will ever take this away from me. Not as long as I've got breath in my body anyway, let's put it that way. It truly is a holy place. Nidderdale.